Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of The Women Behind the Legends. We appreciate you tuning in and catching up with us this week. We have a great topic for you to talk about.
Hey, we would like to humbly thank you and appreciate everybody that's been following us, everybody that's been showing love and support to the Women Behind the Legends. We really, really appreciate it. And we want you to continue and spread the word.
And for those of you who have not yet followed us, you can follow us on Instagram at The Women Behind the Legends, Facebook, like our page, and subscribe to us on YouTube so you can catch us every Thursday for the new episode.
Yes.
Perfect.
And you know, ladies, I was I was questioning, and I wanted to know, how you guys met your mates. I don't know anyone's story, so I would love, and I'm sure the audience would love to know.
What is? Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, this will be an exclusive for the world.
Exclusive world premiere. World premiere.
World star. I never told anybody this story before because of how it transpired, but it happened in 1986.
Wow.
I was 14, the summer of 1986. I was 14, he was 18, and back then, my father, he was a bishop, God rest his soul, and he always had this thing about Jamaican people, and of course, everybody knows that Mr. Chubb Rock is Jamaican. So of course, I couldn't let anybody know that I was messing with a foreigner. So we had to keep it on the down low, as they say. So we had a beeper relationship for a long, long time. If anybody knows about a beeper relationship, you know.
Wow.
So you know how the beepers were, and then you would text, well, not text, but you would type in "I love you" with the I and then the three, and turn it upside down. So
You have codes. Oh, you have a code that you would text it. Yeah. The old people, the millennials don't know nothing about that.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't know anything about that. So we would have to go through that, and our the first time we met in Flatbush. I had a cousin that lived in Flatbush, and I went to go see her, and I was going to the bus stop, and he was there. I think he was on the corner. I think he was waiting for a sandwich or something. And he was like, "You got a nice future behind you." And I'm like,
What a lineup.
I like that. That was good.
I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Okay, this corny man." So we exchanged numbers, we exchanged beeper numbers, and then after we beeped each other for a little while, I gave him my home phone number. And I had a boyfriend at the time, and he lived in Brownsville. He was a drug dealer. Yeah. So I used to take, the long, long cords for the telephone. Yeah. I used to take that in the bathroom, and we used to have like 6-hour conversations with each other. And of course, my mother just thought that I was talking to my boyfriend from, Brownsville, but
because they have a drug dealer because he wasn't a
right. That's right. Right.
But she didn't know he was a drug dealer then.
Wink, wink.
So, we always had a good communication with each other. And like I said, because he was Jamaican, we tried to really keep it on the down low, because I don't think his mother wanted him with an American girl anyway.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't like us Yankees. They don't like Yankees.
Too bad. So we talked to each other for a little while. I was still with my Brownsville boyfriend, and he used to come to my house when my mother was at work, and we used to do things. And I got pregnant when I was 16. That was in 1988. Huh?
He said, what kind of things?
What kind of things you were doing?
Kind of got
pregnant.
No, she didn't. I wasn't a thought, but I used to have all the boys with my milkshake though.
Your
They love
milkshake?
that milkshake. Yeah. So of course, my boyfriend from Brownsville, he got locked up and he was in Rikers. So I couldn't tell nobody that I was pregnant because they was gonna know who I was pregnant by, being that my boyfriend was locked up. So I had an abortion, and I never told him to this day. He still doesn't know that I had an abortion when I was 16.
What?
So like I said, this is a real
She made it
world star for real.
Yeah. No, you didn't told who? Chop?
No.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
on Thursday.
Wow. Yeah, no, sir.
Right. Unless we edit this part out.
Now when y'all see me with a black eye, y'all will know that he saw the show. Yeah.
I got you some makeup. I'll cover that right up.
By yourself.
But he was sweet. He was very, very attentive. He wasn't like the other guy. He was more calm. And because he was a bigger guy, I didn't think that I would be able to bring him around people because I thought that I would be made fun of. So me and my young state of mind thought that, the little tall, skinny drug dealer that was giving you the pelvic grind and stuff, the burn was, gonna be a better fit for me. But in the long run, it turns out that Mr. Rock was the best fit for me.
Chubster. That's right.
Now we have some beautiful kids together that made it.
Oh shit. No. You are crazy.
The ones you chose. They don't even know it. You chose them.
Yeah. Now when I look back on it, I'm like, my oldest child would have been 28 years old.
Wow.
The oldest child would have been on the show with us.
That's true.
Wine.
So that was our Brooklyn love story. We had to keep it on the down low for a long time.
How long you been together?
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
30.
Wow.
Really 30 years. But as far as everybody else know, we've been together probably around 24 years off and on. We've been through our ups
24,
and downs.
30 doesn't make a difference.
I mean, at this point down.
At this point.
Yeah, I guess I can tell everybody now, right?
Exactly.
You did.
Just round up. Yeah, right, Lynette? She did.
You did. Basically.
Beautiful. Listen.
Thanks, Lynette.
Welcome. Anytime, boo. That's a good story, though.
That is a good
That's
story.
a good exclusive.
That is.
I don't even know how to
premiere. World premiere.
Wait, so I have a question. So was he Chub Rock then? No, right? Was he?
No.
So you've been there from the onset.
You don't know the song?
Huh?
The song. He says it. 1990, Chub Rock jumped up.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Tujir. You know you are a resident hip hop head. I'm sorry.
She's our archive. That's our hip hop archive. Right.
Yeah, we met in 86 and he started probably around 87. Well, they were still going to the studio and Kango was involved. So, they were still going to the studio and stuff like that.
Wow.
And when I had my first child, because I had to get on public assistance. So I didn't tell nobody that he was the father because his record was out at the time. So I had to put somebody else's name on the birth certificate because I was like, the lady was like, oh no, we're gonna get him for the child support. And I'm like, oh, you ain't gonna get him for the child support.
Always a businesswoman. That's right.
She was back then.
Stay focused. That's right.
I was like, you ain't taking my baby down.
He just put Pookie on it, right? Pookie.
Yeah.
Baby daddy.
Pookie.
I was like, it's Black. Black is the father.
Black is the father.
I'm gonna say.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So that's our love and hip hop story.
That is a love and hip hop.
That is a love and hip hop. That's our title for the week, the love and hip hop story.
I like that. That's right.
I like it. Go ahead. You gave us the title for this week. But you've been here from the beginning, so you are definitely a legendary wife, the wife of a legend, because you've been here before he even,
She
got
so far behind him. She was hiding it.
I was. we was hiding it collectively.
Together, yep.
Yeah.
They knew they had a future. They knew it was going to work. They didn't care what nobody else thought. That's beautiful.
That is.
Oh, thanks.
I love it.
Wow.
I do too. It was a good story. And do you realize she just had a 6 degrees of separation? She said Kang and Big Daddy Kane, Kango and Kane were in the studio with him at the time. And now look. Look at this.
Look at that.
Wow. Look at God. Look at this.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Y'all better stop blaspheming. I need my.
I need mine. Christmas coming.
Yes. Jesus, forgive us. Forgive us.
He knows our heart. He knows our heart.
Yes.
I want to go next, but how do you follow that up?
Yeah. I know.
I thought my
just tell us some secrets that nobody else knows.
Right?
Okay, well.
We dishing the dirt tonight.
We're dishing the dirt.
I made some personal sacrifices, but they weren't Kang. That was previous life. I mean, I've been on the table count backwards from 10, but that's my business. Anyway, no, I met Kang. Honestly, I want to say 15. He was managing a group called Lamb and Wreck. And my sister and I were dancers out here in Staten Island. And a friend of ours said, come to my house. I got somebody auditioning dances. And we did it just because it was a friend of ours. And we got down there and we auditioned. We couldn't see who was in the other room. And then Kang walked in and said, I want y'all. And so we started dancing for the group. Show you 6 degrees of separation. I took the picture of the members of the group home to my mom. And one of them was my god brother who I hadn't seen since I was like 5.
Wow.
Yeah, my mother was like, that's Lamont Monroe. But anyway, we danced. We did a video for the group and everything. The group dismantled, and we all went our separate ways. My sister and I continued to dance for Shaheen, the Rugged Child, Wu-Tang affiliates, party with the Wu, grew up with them and everything. And years later, after my marriage broke apart and his marriage broke apart, we ran into each other at Stevie D from the Foursome D's, a good friend of both of ours, his 50th birthday party. Kang comes in and somebody, Stevie said, I want to introduce you to my man, Kango. And I said, Kango? I wonder if he would remember us. I said, I turned to my sister. She was like, oh, that's right, the group. So she said to him, do you remember the group Lamb and Wreck that you managed? And he was like, oh my God, where's your sister? And she walked him over to me. And at the time I wasn't dating because I had just came out of this marriage, 15 years, and I didn't trust people to have daughters. And if I started dating a man and he became a creep, I was going to jail. Because if you touch my child, I'm going to jail. So
yes.
Being a correction officer, I always think worst case scenario. So I said, no, I'm just going to stay to myself and be good. But Kang wasn't a stranger. So we started hanging out, and then we started dating, and 3 years later, we're still together.
Wow.
Not as cute as you and Chubb, you know.
Well, and you got a bambino, a beautiful bambino.
Yeah.
Bambina. She was just on. She's so spoiled. She's
okay, but to Jerry, how did he?
Thank you.
You guys are identical twins, right?
I was thinking that too, Dana.
How did he know when he saw your sister that it wasn't you? Like, because y'all hadn't seen each other.
Oh, when he saw my sister, when he looked at her, you remember we was twins. Said, "Where's your sister?"
Oh, okay.
But at that time we weren't thinking we were going to date each other. Mm-hmm. It became kind of there was another individual at the party who I never knew had interest in me. He's an actor from out here on Staten Island. We're not going to say his name.
Okay.
But come on, say it.
This the dirt. This the dirt. Yeah, right.
That night I found out because Kang said, come take a picture with me. And I went to take the picture with Kang, and he grabbed me and was like, take a picture of me, sit on my lap. And I was like, what are you doing?
Was he an old man then? Did you say he was like 8 years older than you at the time?
Kang is now 8 years old. Back then when I was dancing for the group, that wasn't even a thought because that was disgusting. He was a grown-ass married man. Like, we were the Black Brady Bunch until the babies came along. He has 3 sons, I have 3 daughters, and combined, we're the Black Brady Bunch, and here comes Cousin Oliver. I don't know if that's the Brady Bunch or I'm talking my age.
Adams family.
That is. Mm-hmm.
That's the Adams family.
No, that's the Oliver Brady Bunch.
He was from Brady Bunch.
Oh, Oliver was the one with the little glasses.
Oh, with the glasses.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They tried to save the season. That's why I call him Baby.
I need to talk and get it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Don't be making up nothing either. Tell us the truth, you little freak. Corey knows she got that freak in her.
See,
I know Liz.
Don't edit that out. Don't edit that out.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
So anyhow, I met this young man some years ago.
Ooh.
DJ Wiz. I call him Mark. I used to call him Wiz back in the day, but as I got older, I kind of grew up and said, "Okay, what's your name?" Mark. That's the name.
Was that before you gave him the drawers or after? She like, what's your name?
It was probably, you know what? I think it was actually in the middle of it. I'm like, what's your real name?
Oh!
Yeah.
I told y'all she was a freak.
You said in the middle of it, what's your name?
Like,
yeah, I'm like, yo, what's your real name?
What's your real name?
What's your government name?
Right.
He like, Daddy.
Daddy.
I'm like, no. No, I don't think so.
I'm coming back for second, so I might want to know who you
That's the wait, what'd you say?
I'm coming back for second.
I'm coming back for second, so I might need to know who you are.
Uh-oh. Well, I met him a long time ago. I was 19, he was 25. On in LA, he worked on this show called what was the name of the show? Party Machine, where he DJ'd. And I used to dance on the
Party
show.
Machine.
And
Yes, remember Party Machine?
it was old. You know, I remember it because it was a LA show. I went and danced on it. But after that, I just met him, friends. I used to see Big Daddy Kane come and perform, Chubb Rock come perform on the shows, and my little sister would be screaming like, "Oh my God, Big Daddy Kane!" I'd be like, "Don't chill." I have to say this, Shawnette, it's so funny because I'm thinking about my sister like, wow, she's married to the guy that you were screaming like, oh,
Shawnette, don't beat her.
like freaking out.
No, I
sister's
get
married.
it. I get it all the time.
My sister's married. We were teens, whatnot. But anyway, on the show, Party Machine, Big Daddy Kane would be there and perform. But years had passed by or whatnot, and we didn't date. He had a girlfriend. He and I we were just friends, like from years ago. Met him, friends, talk, family, whatever. And then around, oh my gosh, what was it? A couple years ago, maybe about 6 years ago, we would talk here and there, Facebook, saw him out. He came to, he not performed, but he DJ'd actually at an event in LA. It was I think it was an all-star game. And he invited me to come to the party, and I actually pulled up to the place, and I looked at my girlfriend, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm like, I am not going in this party. And I turned around, I went home, and I called him. I was like, I know I ain't seen my friend in forever, but you know what? I'm gonna holler at you another time. And so that was it. So some years went by, and I actually had wrote a script. And for some reason, I don't know, I ended up calling him and saying, hey, I'm gonna send you something. Why don't you read it and tell me what you think? And from that point, we kind of built this conversation piece, and he came to Atlanta. I saw him in Atlanta, and it was like, wow, really?
That's when he got the drawers?
No, he didn't get the jaws. That's
He was
no.
Get to the juicy part.
Corey.
He didn't get him that day.
Corey.
So, hey, Kiki, stay over there in your fishbowl. Kiki, stay in your fishbowl.
We telling the truth tonight. We telling the truth tonight.
Stay in your fishbowl, Kiki. I'm definitely telling the truth. Gone. Stay in your fishbowl.
Oh my God.
So anyway, I forgot where the hell I'm at now, but anyhow.
That was wrong.
No, he didn't. He did not that time. Anyhow, actually about, let's see, 2 months later, probably it was. Okay.
That was a long time.
Yeah, about 2 months later. It was.
We didn't wait like that.
Really though, we waited a long time, some years, because I never dated him. I didn't even like him at all. He was just a friend. Never liked him. And I don't know.
Why did you like him?
just didn't. I just never liked him. And sometimes I look at him and I go, I never liked you. Isn't that funny? Damn. And I'm like, and now I love you and we're married. Like, this is some stuff.
Because you out of that fuckboy stage. I'm telling you, you gotta go out of that
So
stage.
what made you start liking him?
You know what? He and I communicated a lot. We talked a lot, and it just meshed and it connected. So it happened. I can't even explain it, and it happened so quickly that I married him that fast. So everybody was like, "Oh my God,
I can attest to that.
You got married?" Yeah, because Tana was like,
I'm like, Corey,
I guess
who you married? What?
Yeah, to Mark or whatever. And then later it's like, we're married. And I remember when we were on a cruise, Tana was like, she came around. Yeah, you were looking like that. And you know what? Honestly, I didn't care how nobody looked. I didn't care what nobody thought. I didn't care about nothing. All I cared about was
my man.
Me and him, we cool. I didn't know about who. I didn't care who was back then. Who could have been on the cruise. I'm like, don't matter. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, because it'd be a whole lot of ex-hoes on the cruise.
Yes, it sure do.
Yes.
And I'm like, I did not care. And back then I was skinny too. I had my little two-piece on and all that.
I think that was when I first met you.
Mm-hmm. No, really? Were you on the cruise then too? Possibly. Mm-hmm. But I was just chilling. I was in my own little world and I messed with nobody. And I didn't care who thought what.
And you had straight hair.
For our audience, we're talking about the Tom Joyner morning show cruise.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic voyage that we get booked on. So yeah, that's when a lot of us got together for the first time.
Where for the hip hop legends, if they don't bring their wives, they bring their hoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
look, Kiki, we've seen them.
That's a beautiful story. It was the right time for you. God held y'all till it was the right time, and that's beautiful.
That is beautiful. Oh, you get a heart too.
Yeah, get a heart too. So funny.
Oh, I thought Kiki was doing the other thing.
What is that she doing?
No, she's doing a heart, but I thought she was doing the other thing.
What, this?
Oh, some dirty-minded heifers.
I couldn't see your hands. Doing something.
I'm trying to show my sensitive side.
Oh, we're in trouble. This is Kiki being sensitive.
Gary.
She's like, tell the truth. Shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Great story, Corey.
Yes, good story.
Yeah. So you're gonna tell us later behind closed doors how you got the drawers?
Oh, he got them straight on the ship. He didn't ask for them. I took them. So now what else do you know, Kiki?
Did he get it on the balcony? Because we like to do it on the balcony.
We do the balcony.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That nice breeze of water.
The moon. Yeah.
Into the damn water playing around.
I feel like a werewolf out there.
That's y'all rocking the shit.
I'm like, yeah, we need a balcony. Right? We want a balcony. Don't book us nothing but a balcony.
They ain't gonna let us back on.
What year were you guys on the ship? What year was this? Tom Joyner.
We've been on it 6 times now. So I think we did 2003, 5. It's like every other year they did with Dana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been on about 9 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one of our babies on there.
You did? Oh,
shit. Balcony.
Oh,
that's the balcony baby.
A balcony.
Balcony baby.
Y'all keep playing with that balcony, y'all gonna end up in the water. Y'all see that lady ended up in the water?
I'm saying, like, one good.
No, you hold on tight.
One good, it's over.
And you only put one leg up over the balcony.
How would you do
put
that?
both.
No, it's so dark out there.
That's the point.
Who needs to see?
Right.
Nah, it was dark out there.
What you looking for, Lynette? You already know what he looked like.
What you looking for?
I don't need no instructions. I know where everything's at. I'm good with the dark and the moonlight.
Been there, done that. I'm like Ray Charles. I'm gonna feel your wrist and I know what it is.
Oh, Kiki.
We want to thank you for watching another episode of The Women Behind the Legend. But thank you so much for liking our video on YouTube and becoming a subscriber. If you haven't done so already, please, 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 we're asking you to please follow us on any of those outlets. We thank you. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of The Women Behind the Legends, and we'll see you next week. Have a great day.
Peace. Delete yourself.
Delete yourself.
Yourself.